Hello everyone, my name is Brad Belcher and I am going to teach you how to fix an LG refrigerator ice machine from start to finish. Alright, first of all we're going to take the first 3 screws out. 1, 2, 3. They look like they're galvanized screws. Alright, so first of all I actually pulled the bin out and then removed the 3 screws. And then you're going to want to turn this, it's on, you're going to want to turn it to off. Make sure all your power to the fridge is off. And then you're going to pull, it's going to easily come off like this. And then in the back of that you're going to see that there is a wire that is connected to your fridge and your ice machine. You're going to want to pop that off. Okay, so once you've got that out, it looks like this. This is out. That's out like that. And then you're going to want to place it down somewhere. Okay, you've got 3 screws at the top, or 2 screws at the top. 1, 2 here. This one's your long screw. And this one's your short screw. Long screw to the right, short screw to the left. And then you got another screw here in the back. And that basically does your top area right here. Take that off. And also make sure that your ice tray in here is empty. You see mine is full with ice. This is probably the problem here is this got full of water and ice. And so it froze. And then it also probably froze some of the area in here. So what I'm going to do, just take this apart and make sure this is all cleared out. And then put it back together. Okay, now that you've got those 3 screws off, your longer one here, and then your 2 shorter ones, short one here, and the other shorter one back here, pulled those off. It should come right off like this, and then you're going to have some wires in the back. So don't pull it off too hard. Just have those wires come off in the back, and then pull those, let them kind of sit in the back there. Now these 2 wires here, the front one is going to connect to the right. Follow my hand here. The front one's going to connect to the right here. And the back one is going to connect to the left. So just take needle nose pliers. We're going to pull those out very carefully. Those come on out like that. And you can pull this whole set back. Very simple. Just like that. Very easy. Alright, so this case, to get this case off of this case, you're just going to get this little prong off right here. That little guy right there just pulls off out of there, so it connects down into there like that, and you just pull it up like that, and it comes right off. Now that we've got it down on its back, we're going to take these, the tubing here that the wiring is, and take it off. So we're just going to pull that off there, pull this off here, just like that, so it's undone in that area right there. Okay, and then what we're going to do is unscrew that one, and now that we've taken these 2 screws out right here, it's going to give us a little bit more ease to take this ice casing off. So make sure when you do that, that you either empty the water that's in this casing right here, and catch it, or empty the ice out. So that's what we're going to do right now. So follow us. We're going to also take this top case off right here. It should pop off pretty easy as we, because it's set to this guy right here. So we're going to pull this out, and this right here you can see right here, back up a little bit. You see right there's a wheel that it's caught on. Right here, up here.
Oh, wait, what?
Like right here. There's a little wheel right there that it's caught on. And so we're gonna, as we pull it out, it's gonna want to come off that wheel. It makes it easier. See how it's going back and forth? And that's where it helps the gears change. So we pull that off. Just like that. But this ice right here, this thing wants to fall down. And over here, it's just caught on by the other portion right here where it goes in, where it slides in. So we take that off, and either water in there or ice in there. We've got ice right now because our ice machine was working, but it wasn't dumping. And that's what we got to figure out, why it's not dumping. Okay, so we've emptied that ice tray out, pulled it off, so now it's loose and hanging. And when we put it back in, we'll put it, make sure when you do put it back in, this is a big deal, that you put it in this little hole, this little slot right there, There's a little hole there. Make sure that this goes in there, and then make sure that this guy right here lines up with your tray on this end as well. And when you do that, you want to make sure that it's not, you know, twisted down like this, because when your ice tray goes back to reset, it's going to want to flip back up in one way or another. So just make sure that you put it in the accurate way. Okay, now that we've got all 4 of these off, the screws off of this one here, this is actually where the motor goes. So I'm going to take it off, all the motor and all the gears, so to the ice maker. So I'm going to take this off very slowly, because if you take it off too fast, everything's going to just pop out and you're going to have to put it all back together. Okay, so we're going to open this up very slowly, and you'll see all of the gears in there. You've got the motor right here. You've got and this will tend to freeze up, so that might be the case right now why my ice tray is not swiveling back and forth. You've got a spring right here, and then these motors right here. These gears right here. Hopefully that helps you. So I'm going to put this back together like that. I had to put that little spring on there and attach it to that, because that goes back and forth as well. Okay, so anyway, everything looks good in here. So I'm going to put this back on and be the right side up. So I've got that on there like that. That goes in there like that. Everything looks good there, and it goes down and perfectly with a little snap, just like that. And now screw all the 4 screws. So now we've got the 4 screws back on. We're going to go ahead and put this up and over this like that, and then these 2 notches go in, the 2 notches up top, just like this. And we're going to want to take the ice tray and put it in the slots, the holes here and the hole there, that, and then it goes up to that. Right there, just like that, and then push it. Okay, now that this is on and this is on, the tray's on, you want to connect this little tubing with the wiring that's in the tubing back in. You just push that in there nice and tight, like that, and then hook it around this one, like that. And then you want to bring it back as far as you can, so there's not a lot hanging out, so when your tray comes down and goes back up, it catches it, because that actually happened right here, and that's why that black electrical tape is there, because it came down and caught that and cut my cord up a little bit. Next is we have the first cassette, or first case. You want to just put this in right here, how it connects. Very simple, very easy, should go right in, no problems. And then you've got, the next step is the 2 prongs here, and you're going to take these 2 prongs here, and again you have the one on top that goes to the one to the right, and the one on bottom that goes to the one on the left. And if you see the prongs, you can zoom in real close here. See here, you want them to look like that when you connect into them on the right side, and the one on the left side, you want it to go the opposite way, like that. Okay, so they get on nice and snug like that, and then come around, and here's how we're going to feed the wires in the back area. Just with that second casing on there, you just feed those wires. The wires were out further, but we've kind of just placed them in there, and then put all these little slots down. That one there, and then that first casing, I forgot to tell you, the first casing, you put it down in that slot there as well. And now we can put all of the other screws on. Now the long screw goes on the right side by the off button, and the 2 short screws can go on Doesn't matter where they go, as long as you're putting them on the left side and the back. Alright, so everything's back together. As you can see, we've got the casing where it needs to be, lined up here, not upside down. That's where it needs to be, in nice and tight. Off button. We've got this wrapped around, brought in here a little bit closer, and all the screws are on. Everything looks good to me. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this here and put it up in there. Alright, so we've now got it plugged in. That's where you needed to have it be. Pretty much right nubbed up to it, real good. Let's see if we got a good shot right there. There we go. Now we're just going to put that up to the wheel and make sure also that your little ice spout, the water spout, goes to where it refills the ice. Just like this, and then it's just going to snap in nice and easy like that. So the wheel's in, machine's off, wheel's in there, got the ice in, coming there. You can see that a little bit. And we got the machine off, it's sitting in nice and sturdy. I am not going to screw these screws in yet. So what we're looking to do, or looking to see now, is we're going to hit this little reset button right there. Okay, as soon as we turn this on. Perfect. Okay, now, let it do its thing. Now, what we should see, and what wasn't working in the past, is this wasn't opening all the way up and dumping the ice. So if I hit this little reset button, I'm hoping that that will work. There we go. And that, my friends, is how you fix an LG. An LG refrigerator ice machine. You are welcome. I just saved you $400. What else can I say?
Nothing.
And it's filling up now. And now we can put our ice bin back on. After we put our 3 screws on, obviously. Put our ice bucket back in there. And we're good to go. Oh, subscribe, you know it. Comment. Thank you. Other video right there.